Joe, have you ever wanted to do a morning show? It'd be so fun to do a morning show.
Like a morning show, like a...
Like maybe one day when people care about us, we can do like a morning show on Twitch.
That'd be fun.
You know?
That'd be fun.
Because I bet it's going to happen. People are going to care about us eventually. But
I mean, they do care about us.
They do. There's definitely people that care about us.
We're like doing a 180 here.
I really appreciate, but I mean like more people. So like if you are here listening, I appreciate you.
You mean like
really
thousands of people?
Yeah, like enough to warrant, hey, let's go live on Twitch at
enough
8
to warrant
on a Saturday.
Yeah. No, I mean, we could do that now. I mean, I've thought about, so I've talked about this a couple of times, and we're kind of like expanding the brand and whatnot behind the scenes, but I mean, I want to do a college football show. It'd be kind of fun to do like a Saturday morning college football show. I know a lot of people are disillusioned with College Game Day and the Fox Big Noon show that they have, and kind of the way that those things have gotten a little too out there. Granted, though, then you're against competition, right? So, you know, it's always hard to go against competition that's on television, let alone probably other major YouTubers that probably would have a larger following than us at the time, but we could definitely get there at some point. You also shaved. I'm just realizing you shaved.
Yeah, I did a trim. I needed it.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
It's on
coming
its
back
way.
a little bit. I like the stubble. I like the stubble a little bit better when I'm like a little like I don't know,
a little
like
shorter on the hair, a little more.
Well, yes, that as well. But like my face gains weight at a quicker rate than the rest of me. Like my face fluctuates in weight more than the rest of my body. So like sometimes I'm not feeling the stubble, but usually I'm feeling the stubble. But we're getting there.
I just want mine to just actually start growing in
light and stuff everywhere.
All the way, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
It has to be so bright.
We could do like a Saturday morning cosmetics show. You know, that could be fun.
Cosmetic show? What does that mean exactly?
I don't know. We could like go over like men's grooming and stuff. I don't know.
No. I'm gonna step my foot down on that. Yeah, I'm gonna hard no that one.
Hard no that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna hard no that one. I think.
Okay. Well, I tried. Tried.
Yeah.
This is Fake Racers podcast. If you're watching, you've already noticed. If you're listening, you probably have started to pick up on it. But Matt's not here this week. He took a spill in his race, so we're hoping.
My man cracked his coconut. His head's fine, but
you said that, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
He did eat some shit. But if you're listening, like we were saying earlier, we were trying to get to this, but we appreciate you. Make sure you like the video if you're on YouTube. Make sure you rate the podcast on Spotify and interact with us on socials, on Twitter at Fake Racers. We really appreciate it. JTN and JTN2, get on there. You know, keep track of things. Things are moving around. Things are changing. Even Weaver was talking to me about some things he wanted to start doing.
Yeah, like the turf is getting a little different, right? Like,
like the scenery. The scenery, and you know, I'm looking. You know, we have things on track.
We do.
So to speak. You might want to look at the JTN2 header if you want to hint.
Is there a little Easter egg there?
Yeah, I think so. Shifting directions.
There? I don't know.
Maybe.
I haven't checked it in a while.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm not very good at this.
You're really good at it, Joe. We're both pretty good at it. I'm getting better.
You are getting better.
You're consistent. I feel like I do less, but what I do is pretty okay.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's where I make my money. That's for sure. It's consistency.
Consistency. It's true. You have.
Oh wow, you really did do it. Wow, that's crazy. I just noticed that. Maybe we should just rip the Band-Aid off.
Well, how about this? Because we have so here you're gonna need a little bit of the how we make the sausage. What's that called? It's how you make the sausage. You're gonna get a little bit of that. So we've been working on something for JTN2. We're gonna change it up. There's like an ad read that I did for JTN broadcast. Mm-hmm. Just pencil it in like every broadcast next week or every broadcast the week after or this week or whatever. Every broadcast this week. So just pencil in. You're going to do that.
We got one this week.
We'll switch it all over after the show.
Yeah, so how about this? Broadcast this week, Thursday night, Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series, live at 9:05 p.m. over on JTN. That's not changing. That's not changing, folks. Don't worry.
JTN's
staying. I'm staying. I had this discussion the other night with Weaver about like I'm JTN apparently. Like people refer to me as JTN, which one hand it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. The other hand it's like I'm a person, and JTN is a thing, and at least that's how I see it. But yeah, so it'll be cool. But yeah, so Davey will switch things over starting Thursday night. We'll say.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Have it planned like Thursday night for like, I don't know, 10 o'clock. It'll switch over, and then we'll post announcements and stuff.
And then
Friday.
It'll be ready, and we'll be moving. Post stuff on Friday.
Because now that we actually set a date,
yeah.
Then now we have to do it. Now we have to do it.
Now we're stuck.
That's what I've been saying the whole time. We had to set ourselves a date.
Yeah.
And then I'd come around to saying, yeah, let's just go. So what Davey's been doing is like really passive aggressively, not passive aggressively, that's not the right way to put it, but very like passively putting little things.
At all.
It's not passive aggressive, but like just little things here and there, to like nudge me along.
Yeah,
that's what he's been doing. I see you. But I know what you're doing.
Keep track on socials. Make sure you interact with stuff that we do. We really appreciate it. Don't be like our friends who say they do stuff and then the podcast video gets like 4 likes and it's like, well, 7 people say that they go in and like it even if they don't want the video. It's like, well, that doesn't.
I thought we were supposed to be more positive, Davey.
That doesn't add up. No, I'm just saying. Like, I appreciate the people who do go out of their way. Tristan, for example, thank you for commenting.
Tristan didn't comment last week.
That's okay. He comments on other stuff though. That's
he does. Thing. He does.
He comments on. He goes around all the. I really appreciate it. And someone recognized me in iRacing this weekend.
Yeah, that was actually he had previously asked to like put our logos on his car for IDK Players and our Night in America thing that he does.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
so
that's cool.
I think he had run a JTN car a couple of times and stuff. So yeah.
But now on to the less exciting part.
Yeah, no kidding. Christopher Bell, he won at Phoenix. I fell asleep during stage 2. I'll be completely transparent. I wasn't even tired when I fell asleep. I was just bored.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That'll happen. He was the best car. Like, I mean...
Absolutely.
So, for the folks that are like, I want the best car to win the race, you're happy, hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not.
Exactly.
I don't
know. Man.
That was rough.
Joe, I have some notes on this, but I want to ask you.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think of Phoenix? And not just Phoenix. What do you think of the entire combination that we have when we go to Phoenix? What are your thoughts on that as a whole?
I think it's the track more than anything. I don't think it's the car.
Thank you. Agreed.
You know, I don't know. I don't know why we race here twice a year with one of the races being a championship race.
Agreed.
I mean, I know why, because money. Cause
I hope if you don't listen to the teardown, you don't keep track. Jordan Bianchi, who cares? He kind of had some comments that he usually makes educated guesses based on what he hears in the garage area. And he's not super confident that Phoenix is going to stay the finale. He thinks
which is kind of crazy because they've invested a lot of money into that track and trying to make it feel like a big event.
Yeah, but I think it'll be the best thing for that track, to be honest.
Oh, they were doing fine when they were
the best thing for it.
They were doing fine when they were the race before the championship. They were selling out. They have one of the smaller capacities on the schedule too, which isn't a bad thing. I think the visual of full grandstands is a little more important now than trying to sell 70,000 tickets.
Yeah, but I agree with you, and we're gonna get deep into it really quick here because is 100% the track's fault, and a lot of people don't really bother to explain why. Here's why I think it's the track's fault. Let me make sure I have my notes up just in case I need them. It's so the way the way the track works, right? The complaint at Phoenix is always how hard it is to pass. I don't care what Denny Hamlin says or what the engine builders say. No amount of horsepower is going to magically fix the racing. No package is going to magically fix the racing. The car is fine. It is the track. And namely, it is as fun as it can be to drive and as unique as it makes Phoenix. It's how flat it is in 1 and 2. and it's the geometry of 3 and 4. And I don't have evidence for this, and I don't have reasoning like I have reasoning for the rest of what I'm about to say. I think the start finish line move exaggerated it. Don't ask me how. I don't know. It just annoys me.
Well, because it makes that runoff at turn 4 so much more important, right?
Exactly.
Like that's
exactly.
what it is.
And that's the thing, right? So turns 3 and 4 are really flat. The profile is wide and flat. So
1 and 2.
It's not really a passing zone. Turn 3 and 4, turn 3 and 4 is the passing zone. The start finish line corners. Those are the passing zones. So you're using 1 and 2 to set up for it. The problem is because you're using 1 and 2 to set up for your 3 and 4, you now have to make sure you maximize the exit. And there's only one way to do that on a flat corner, and that's to like utilize the entire corner exit. Whether you run the top or the bottom, every car files up to the same line on the outside. And the car that's not closest to the outside on corner exit, they're going to be at a disadvantage. It is hard as hell to pass on the exit of that corner or through that corner at all. Unless you like throw a big slider and then they're just going to cut under you, and it's pointless. There's no gain from that. So because the profile of that corner is so flat, when everyone files back up to the outside of turn 2, like you have nowhere to go. The car that might be trying to pass on the inside doesn't get a run, and the corner's so wide that the cars that dive down under the apron, you can't clear them on the top. You can't. You physically cannot do it. They cut off too much track. And then you get to turn 3 and 4 where the start finish line is, and now all of a sudden everyone's wrapping the bottom, and because of the start finish line being there, you kind of have to run that corner a certain way so you don't use too much of the exit and like use too much real estate. Like you're experiencing the opposite problem that you get in in 1 and 2 when you cut the bottom off. You're using more racetrack. It's a longer way around that you don't need to take because of the angle of the start finish line, everything like that. You have a little bit more leeway just because the dog leg exists, which everyone who wants to get rid of the dog leg, you don't get it. That's not the problem. You're just mad at a thing because it's not what it was 10 years ago. Whatever. Or, God, 15 years ago at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say.
The dog leg is the whole reason that drivers feel safe going for moves in 3 and 4, because there's another way. There's another area to try and gain time or to try and maximize. Whether you go down in the dog leg or you use the track or whatever it is. But anyway, I've rambled long enough. The point is, the track is the track. It's going to take a serious reprofiling to change that. And that's been how Phoenix... that is Phoenix as it's been its whole life. Phoenix hasn't had a good race in probably 30 years. It's just the track. Personally, I'm okay with it. I didn't hate the Phoenix race. It was good for Phoenix standards, but you're not going to get that kind of race at this racetrack. You never will. No matter the car, package, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I remember folks saying when we went here for the championship race how it was going to kind of turn it into like, oh, if you can make a last-ditch effort to win, you're going to, and blah, blah, blah. It was going to ruin it. And it hasn't done that, right? Because of exactly what you've talked about. I mean, there's one example. There is one example, Daniel Hemrick. But even that, like, they raced each other for 2 laps, right? Like,
yep.
And they were side by side, and I don't know.
And Daniel Hemrick wouldn't have to do that if
he could actually make a pass on the bottom.
Exactly. Because you can't at Phoenix. It's so hard to do.
Exactly.
But
So I guess my next question was, did the short track package actually do anything? Yes, because it made it a little bit better, but you can't really tell.
Why are we even talking about the short track package at Phoenix? I feel like it's a moot point.
Okay.
There's no point. Let's wait till Martinsville and Richmond.
What about this weekend?
I don't think they're running this package at Bristol.
What? Well, that's dumb. Well, I guess it's not, because the Bristol races have been decent.
Bristol races have been pretty good. Bristol races have gotten better. They were pretty... It was pretty
next gen.
Dreadful the first year of the next gen, but they've gotten better.
Chris Buescher won that race. Right? No. Am I getting my years confused?
What? I mean, it wasn't a good race. No, the 2022 Bristol races were pretty bad. Dirt and concrete.
Nah, it was fun. Everyone just blowing tires. It was great. It was great.
Yeah,
Brad just
sure.
losing a tire. Just, oh, that was great. Then, yeah, okay, anyways. Not going to get into that one. Justin Allgaier, speaking of tires blowing, he lost one from the lead, 5 laps to go, threw the race away. Also wanted to bring up, too, they made a point during the broadcast to talk about how Justin doesn't like information, and then they also didn't mention too many times that he's got a new crew chief this year. So it's not surprising that he'd be on the radio saying, hey, stop talking, because maybe his crew chief is not, as aware of that. Because he's had, oh my God, who is his crew chief?
Okay, I don't even remember.
It's Jimmy's crew chief now in the Cup Series. Yeah.
I still don't remember. Jesus.
I don't want to, Jason Burnett, but I don't think that's right. Anyways, as someone that likes to say they know all the crew chiefs, I don't, apparently.
I'm glad I don't say that.
Huh?
I'm glad I don't say that.
Yeah, no, I don't say that either, but, I like to think it. But he blows the tire late. I talked about that a lot of times, but Chandler Smith ends up winning his first race for Joe Gibbs Racing. They sweep the weekend, of course. Toyota gets the sweep. I don't know. The Xfinity race was decent, felt like.
Yeah, also Jim Pullman.
Jim Pullman, that's his new crew chief.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the old crew chief,
Well, just look up Jimmy Johnson's crew chief.
Well, I don't know why that's so hard to find.
Shouldn't be. It's like a big story.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
It was Jason Burnett. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was right?
Yeah, it was Jason Burnett.
Oh, that's that imposter syndrome, man.
Hey, look, there's more proof. As if you needed any.
It's funny, you search Jimmy Johnson crew chief and Chad Knaus comes up.
Yeah,
Burdett.
he does.
Burdett. I said Burnett. Burdett.
Well,
It was close. Jason. I got Jason right.
You had the right idea.
I got the first, how many letters? Jason, and then like 6 letters. Anyway.
You missed like 1 letter. I mean, the Xfinity race is always going to be good, right?
Yeah.
Because the
Xfinity cars are just great.
Almost always going to be good. Yeah, Xfinity cars are pretty good. But honestly, I mean, even that race,
yeah,
by Xfinity standards, wasn't that great.
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, I thought it was more boring than the Cup race.
Well, I only fell asleep during the Xfinity race. I didn't fall asleep during the Cup race, so.
I thought you said you fell asleep during the Cup race.
Oh, yeah. Other way, sorry. I'm tired, apparently.
Okay, let's reset. Let's do like a battery.
I fell asleep during the Cup
Joe,
race.
I'm going to turn you on. I'm going to turn you off then on again.
Okay, ready?
Okay, we did it. All right. I don't want to cut all that out, man.
Nope, we're keeping it.
Damn it.
Someone's going to clip that audio, and hopefully it's someone fun.
Nope, it's going to be me because I'm going to cut it out right there.
I'm leaving it in the video. This is the beauty.
That's okay. That's fine with me.
I bet you we'll get all of our friends to hit the like button on the video if we timestamp that for them.
No, we won't.
Yeah. But yeah, Chandler Smith wins, so good for him.
Justin Allgaier blew my damn parlay. Unbelievable. What an asshole.
You understanding betting is amazing too, by the way.
I had a. Oh my god.
We're gonna get you
because Blaney got screwed over, but.
Joseph Newgarden won at St. Pete. You know, he said
what are you
Blaney.
gonna get me? Wait, what'd you stop saying?
Oh, I'm gonna get you signed up on FanDuel when we meet up later this year because they have it in the state that we're meeting up in.
All right.
And then you'll get all like your free bonus bets, and you'll try to win all your money in one weekend of NASCAR racing.
Hey, if it's free bonus bets, I'm gonna run them all that
all
weekend.
on that race. All on that
All
race.
of them.
You pick 10 guys to win, and you'll at least make some money.
Listen, 10
That's the way to
guys
do
for
it.
top 5. Someone's gonna hit
Someone's got to hit. Someone's got to hit.
Put a buck on them. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Joseph Newgarden won at St. Pete. That's who I picked to win.
Whoa, that was
Not
bold.
on the show, but I picked him to win. Me
That
and
was
like
bold.
everyone else. Yeah, I
That
know.
was real bold.
Real bold.
How'd you get to that one, buddy?
I know. How did I deduce it? Is what your
I
question
picked
is.
Max Verstappen to win the F1 race this weekend.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. That level.
Pretty dominant win. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, F1 raced over the weekend. Huh.
They did. Oh wow, RFK Racing dropped their appeal of the pusher penalty.
Oh, they did.
Yep,
Good for
I
them.
just saw it.
I didn't even realize they were appealing it until Sunday, when they're like, "Oh
True.
yeah, they're appealing it." I was
Yeah.
like, "Why?"
Yeah, I kind of didn't realize it either, and I was like, "Oh, that's news. How about that? How about it?"
Drop that little tidbit in there.
What did you think of the Eric Jones Chase Briscoe thing? I didn't see it. I was
I
under the impression that it was Bubba's fault. So
Yeah, I was too. So,
okay,
um,
sounds good.
I
Oh
so
my god.
any way we cut it, I like all those drivers, right? So I'm kind of like, obviously we know where my allegiances lie at the end of the day.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was weird, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't peg Eric Jones as someone that just gets angry like that, but I could understand it after the day that they had right there. He was running fourth at the end of stage one. He was trying to pass Ty Gibbs, and then he tried to make a pass so everyone drove around him on the outside. Had a terrible pit stop, got mired back in like 11th, lost like 6-7 spots, and then lost like 5 more spots on pit lane. And then they finally like cut the strategy right to get him back inside the top 10, and yeah, get taken out like that. I mean, I'd be angry too.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I'll tell you what, that field like flipper
flip, yeah.
caution in the final stage was yeesh. That like really showed how
Yeah.
bad that track is.
Well, I mean, Christopher Bell was
yes.
able to drive from 20th to the lead, right?
Yeah, but that's the exception, not the rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Did Denny spun out, right? So he didn't. I don't think
Denny
he ever
spun
got
out.
back.
No, he didn't. I mean, all the Hendrick guys that were up there, Blaney who was up there. There's a few guys that they got mired in the back that didn't quite be. Martin Truex Jr. Dude,
That
Martin
was
Truex Jr.'s.
What were they thinking?
I mean, it worked.
Kind of, right?
They finished 7th.
They finished 7th? I thought no, because he had to pit, right? Did he never pit?
He did.
And he still finished
They finished
7th?
7th, yes.
Oh, I didn't realize.
They went down pit road, right? They came down pit road. What's his crew chief's name? James Small.
James Small.
James Small comes over the radio. Hey, if you're efficient, we think you can get to about 5th or 6th. Martin Truex Jr. is like, where are we now? And James Small is like 20 something or something like that. I forget where he ended up. And Martin Truex was like, that's pretty ambitious. Finish 7th. Finish 7th. Unbelievable. I mean, that's the tires.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, right?
That's a good thing.
So, tire fall off is good.
Again, there's a lot of people who are also complaining about the Goodyear tires. It's not the Goodyear tires' fault. Everyone was just wearing at the same rate.
Differently. If they're wearing out, like, they can't really do much else.
I'll tell you what they can do. Goodyear can lobby Phoenix Motor Speedway to change its
configuration. Shape. Yeah. Just turn it into Homestead, you know?
Honestly, just a little bit of banking in that final corner, and you get more race. You get a little race.
In 1 and 2 or 3 and 4?
1 and 2, the flat one.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit more. I understand it's flat and that's its thing, but New Hampshire is flat and that's its thing.
Yeah.
Let New Hampshire be the flat track, you know? Let Gateway be the flat track.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it would make for really good racing because Phoenix's shape and the dogleg is cool, and that corner's wide, so like there's a lot of room to race, and the next gen does really good with wide racetracks. So, I don't know. That's my thing. How do you fix Phoenix? You do that, by the way.
You reconfigure it.
So I'm saying that just so I can say how would we fix Phoenix, and it's more banking in 1 and 2, and that's it. That's it.
How do you fix Texas?
Oh, you heard those rumors, right?
No, are they going to do the?
They're thinking the rumor that I saw was they were gonna tear down whatever part of Texas or all of it or the backstretch or whatever. They're going to turn into a 1 1/4 mile oval or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't an Atlantification of it. It was different.
Okay.
Yeah, it was different.
Like
I don't know.
like a true oval, or
That I don't know. It would be really cool if it were a true oval, though.
yeah. They'd probably have to do a lot to those grandstands, though.
Yeah. Which is probably why they won't do a true oval, but, I mean, still, can't be worse than what we got.
Just make it different, right? And they want to keep IndyCar there, too, is the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's important to them for some reason.
I don't know why it's important to anyone.
Honestly.
We don't have it on here, but the IndyCar drama this week was plentiful. We can talk about it a little bit. We have time.
Yeah, what was I really don't have a lot of stuff. What was the drama?
Roger Penske versus the teams of IndyCar.
Including his own, right?
No, not his own.
Oh.
Not his own, I don't think.
I thought Mark Miles was leading that group.
Was he?
I thought so. That like group with Arrow and.
Hold on.
I thought that group was led by Penske. I didn't think it was
Everyone's pissed at Penske right now.
Well, yeah.
Penske officials are pissed at Michael Andretti right now as well.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I just feel like that wouldn't be Mark Miles.
Everyone's just mad at each other. It's great.
All right, let's see. What do we got here?
I thought that was a group started by Penske. Like it was like an internal, like, hey, let's make an internal improvement plan.
I'm sorry. I'm making sure that I have the story straight because I haven't been keeping fully. It's just it's enough. There was every day leading up to the St. Pete race was a different story about that. Because Michael Andretti was very vocal. He suggested that Roger Penske should sell the series, which was insane.
I mean, he should. He should sell the series. He should not.
He should.
When Roger Penske bought IndyCar, he wasn't buying it to buy IndyCar. He was buying it to buy Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which is the same logic that NBC uses to buy the rights. So I mean, it's not crazy.
Yeah. But there's also another. Okay. I got some links up. There was another article that I read from IndyStar that said that Roger Penske expects his grandchildren to own IndyCar.
Wow. Yikes.
Very good. Yeah.
Maybe they'll learn how to promote it.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
You'd hope.
Yeah, after that long. What's the other thing I'm looking at here? Michael Andretti's public criticism enraged Penske executives who have had multiple conversations with Andretti officials since his Friday comments. I imagine much harsher things have been talked about behind closed doors at this point. Yeah, this is it. I don't think people understand how big of a deal that probably is.
Yeah.
Not a lot of love for Roger Penske out there right now among IndyCar fanhood. The last thing, Mark Miles organized a small group of teen owners, including Zach Brown, Meyer, Dan
Shank, right?
Torres, to form a subcommittee that'll focus on series growth moving forward.
Yeah, not good when you start making subcommittees.
Yeah, another Mark Miles subcommittee. That's one of the comments. My God. Is there an article relating to this? No.
We've talked about it like a couple times. It seems like they struggle to promote themselves. Don't forget that Thermal Club Challenge coming up on March 24th.
They slashed ticket prices for that, by the way.
Did they actually?
Yes. Big time. Big time.
It's crazy. It's like they couldn't sell enough tickets or something to the rich, expensive club to have a race.
Here's the artitle.
If I was Andretti, I wouldn't show up to that race, by the way. I wouldn't show up. I'm serious. I wouldn't.
Man, that'd be really fun.
There's no charter agreement, right? Honestly, if I'm all the teams except the Penske teams, there's no charter agreement. There's no reason for me to come out to this race. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be funny.
Let me see if I can find the article on the subcommittee.
Subcommittees are funny too.
And it's just those. Okay, it's just those 3 owners. That's all that's on there.
Yeah, it's a subcommittee
Okay.
of 4 people.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the Thermal Club slashed their $2,000 ticket prices down to $500.
What?
They
What?
they issued 75% refunds to everyone who bought a ticket.
I went to their website. The first thing that comes up is new ticket price press release. What does this say? What's the press release say? No, I want to read the press release.
Oh my god.
Partially refunds. Thermal Club has issued significant refunds to those who've purchased. Happy and surprised fans have reported emails from the Coachella Valley-based road course detailing, I know, I didn't say that right, 75% refunds with the 3-day ticket reduced to $500 apiece as part of a new development for the event, which offers 2 days of IndyCar testing there's 2 days of testing?
You want
The
to hear
county
the
has
quote?
given us the opportunity to bring some more people in, so we've lowered the price. What?
Yeah, it's definitely not because you didn't sell anything.
And before anyone heard we were going to lower the price, we wanted to go ahead and refund all the people that already paid. We wanted to make sure to get them taken care of first, so we decreased ticket prices. I mean, that's the good thing, right? If they're at least refunding.
Yeah.
They're not like F1.
Not great for business, but...
Well, I mean, again, they're probably making money hand over fist without this race, so...
It's fair. That's fair.
If you don't put butts in the temporary grandstands, why did you buy the temporary grandstands?
Yeah.
And $500
Yeah,
is still kind of
that
expensive, right? Like, I don't know what else is going into this weekend, but that still seems like I wouldn't pay $500. I wouldn't pay, I think the Chicago Street Course, because I was thinking about going to that this year. It was like $300 something to get like a actual like sitting ticket. And I wouldn't pay that to go to that. You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay that
Yeah.
to have a seat. I think it was like $260 to just have general admission. So,
Yeah, Jesus. But all this is off the back of to get almost sort of back on top. All this is off the back of like also some pretty scary rumors about Honda and IndyCar and their relationship and
not being good.
it's not being a good relationship. We want change, but we don't want this kind of change. Well, change is going to cost money, but we're mad about that. But we need to change things. No one's really happy in IndyCar right now.
Well,
they
were supposed to have hybrids, right?
They were.
When is
They're
that?
gonna implement them mid-season. We don't know.
Okay.
Sometime this year is apparently.
So Belle Isle probably, because when I hear mid-season IndyCar,
cars are from what I have heard, cars are already lighter than they were last year to anticipate the addition of the heavy hybrid systems before Indy.
Before Indy.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't want the Indy 500 to be the first race with that, man. Oh man. Can you imagine?
Do we know what series we're talking about here, Joe?
Guy's car just catches on fire and it just burns to the ground.
Do we know what series we're talking
seriously
about here, Joe? I know.
That's scary. Like I know hybrids and I drive a freaking hybrid, but that technology is like sleuthed out and it's been around for a long. I don't know what they're doing for IndyCar. I'm obviously not in that room, you know. But that's like big stakes to do that in your most popular race, your most viewed race.
Yep.
That's big stakes, man. Man.
And then to add on even more to that, there's all the smoke about Honda and NASCAR, Steve Phelps. I know these rumors happen all the time. But
they physically had Honda reps at races and hosted them.
I've also never heard Steve Phelps name drop Honda like he did a couple weeks ago at a NASCAR presser.
That was funny.
Insane.
He was like, "Yeah, it's these guys. We've hosted these guys."
That's insane to hear. I mean,
don't forget NASCAR wants 5 OEMs. By the way, that's the number they want. They want 5.
Oh, that makes me all happy inside.
Right?
That's cool.
Add Honda. Maybe
Honda.
you add the other big American one you don't have. I don't know.
No, gotta go foreign.
Sad.
And also, it's not going to be Honda. It's going to be Acura. Get it right.
You think they're gonna do Acura?
Are you kidding me? An Integra, like the new Integra next gen.
Well, it's just a Civic. I know
Looks
it's not
cool.
actually, but it is just a Civic.
It's also not actually, but it'd look cool.
It'll be an Accord.
It'll look really good racing against the Cadillac in the next gen.
It will. I'm excited for the Cadillac, man.
I hope that happens. I think that's cool.
It's not going to, but it'd be
I
cool.
know, but it'd be freaking awesome. Bring back the CTSV.
They're just gonna keep producing enough Camaros to.
It's lame.
Yeah.
Make it a caddy.
They'll produce the 500 a year they need to make and whatever. Okay.
You know, for not having a lot on the show sheet, we did pretty good.
We did pretty good. What's your bomb split moment of the week, Davey?
Martin Truex Jr. Wait,
that's right.
Is that my road to pro or is that my bottom split?
Bottom split. Because he didn't get top 5, right?
Yeah, but that's a road to pro moment for me. It's a bottom split moment for him.
Bottom split.
We'll figure it out. Bottom split moment for me, or bottom split moment for Martin Truex Jr. It goes to Martin Truex Jr. Once again, did not get a top 5.
Did you see so this is for Matt because Matt's not here and I'm pretty sure this would have been his bottom split moment of the week. Did you see the starter girl for the Supercross race? Just
poor girl
walking in the middle of the track like.
I mean,
oh man,
there's a lot of levels of failure there, and I hope she's not getting like too much crap because it's really not her fault. How's she supposed to know? No one. No,
wait a minute.
No. Did you see the layout for that track?
It's awful.
Figure out which way they were going. Like,
yeah,
it was hard to figure it out.
Yeah.
And she's just out there on track. Someone knows that's the layout. Why are we not getting to her? What is going on? Help the girl out.
But yeah, that's my bottom split moment. We won't post any videos of that because it's kind of crazy, but
it's a little sad. It's a little scary.
Yeah. That's 2 weeks in a row. Something weird has happened in Supercross too.
Supercross is making a bit. Supercross is going to have like a Group B type arc towards becoming like the best motorsport in America. Yep. It's just going to become so insane and like unhinged that people can't help but pay attention to it. People are going to be out on the track for Supercross.
Yep. Daytona Beach.
Oh my god.
All right. That's then
awesome.
Road to Pro moments.
Woof.
Yeah, there really aren't a lot this week, if I'm being honest with you.
There's not that many. Park Kligerman getting through that wreck was pretty cool. That's my road to pro.
That was pretty cool. That's your road to pro?
That. And there's a tweet. I don't have the diecast on my desk anymore, but from the guy that makes custom diecast, Chesapeake Diecast or whatever.
Yeah.
He said, in a world of Jebs, be a Parker. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Jeb Burton barreled into that wreck for no reason.
Well, you know. I'm sure it wasn't his fault. Oof. Yikes. My road to pro moment's going to be the battle between Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe at the end of the Cup race because that was pretty fun to watch. Underrated moment. Watching those two like slide each other, just yeah.
I have another bottom split moment if I can.
Okay, go ahead.
And just insert this one real quick. Weaver and I were watching the end of the Cup race together, and we have a big fantasy league that we've been doing. Joe, you're a part of it. One of the head-to-heads was Ryan Blaney and Ross Chastain. And they were battling each other at the end. And Ross Chastain was about to get the position back, and goddamn Brad Keselowski's parked on the bottom of the track, and Blaney gets around him at the last second.
That was amazing.
And I didn't realize it, but Weaver saw it because he had Blaney over Chastain. I had Chastain over Blaney.
I think I had Blaney too.
He was like, "Oh, we got around him," and I was like, "No, what?" And they go and show it, and sure enough, the horse himself is parked in turn 3 and 4 on the bottom. Oh my god, dude.
Man, I got one matchup wrong, and it was picking Chase Elliott over Denny Hamlin. What an idiot I am.
That one, the one I got wrong was that one.
Ugh.
Also, I don't know why you would pick Chase Elliott. He's cooked.
He is, yeah. He's wow. He's back to pre Jeff Gordon or Chase Elliott or something. I don't know.
I tell you what, when he goes to a new team, he's gonna do pretty good though. That like new team boost.
Yeah, where do you think he's heading next year?
I don't think he'd leave next year, but I do think it's not gonna. I don't think he. I think he resigns. It's gonna be a short deal, and he's gonna keep underperforming, and then he's gonna go to Spire.
Wow. Can you imagine Chase Elliott at Spire?
Yeah, he's gonna take Corey LaJoie's seat.
He's gonna Carson Hocevar is gonna take his seat. Yeah.
Come on.
It's kind of all right. So we've telegraphed Chase Elliott off-season moves in 3 years.
Listen,
Spire will switch to Honda, by the way. So Chase Elliott will be driving a Honda. We'll see if
exactly.
The people that were scared about Dale Jr. going to Toyota back in the day, they'll actually see it. You
see that way because when Spire aligns with Trackhouse for this Honda change, because
do you think Trackhouse will leave Chevy or GM?
Oh yeah. Justin Marks says that because he's a good businessman. Oh, we have loyal ties to the bow tie. I bet you the paycheck that comes with bringing a new manufacturer in and being basically a factory Honda team is way better.
See, I feel like
and it's not like Chevrolet's going to lose a team because SHR is going to go to Chevy.
You think? Okay, so you think they go from being the number 2 or are they the number 2 or the number 3 at Ford?
Probably 3 at this point.
Think they go from being the number 3 at one brand to being the number 3 at the other?
Who's number 2 right now?
Well, Trackhouse is number 2, but then I think RCR would be ahead of SHR. I think RCR gets a bump.
I don't think so.
No?
I think they're level.
Okay.
I think they're level.
2A, 2B?
2A, 2B. I think so. Someone's got to fill that spot in. And when Trackhouse is a Honda, it's going to be SHR.
Someone's got to sell a charter to Trackhouse, too, so...
Not if they bring a new manufacturer in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, wait, because they can add charters, right?
Bada bing.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
How will they assign those charters? That's going to be crazy. You know how much money NASCAR's going to make? They're going to make a lot of money.
Hey, it's like the charters are a good idea when you're a big business.
Hey, it's crazy. The charters are a good idea when you actually have a TV deal.
True.
Not one that sees you put on Peacock for half of your races or something. I don't know. That's not true, by the way. That's not true. They're like on NBC for most of their races.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's Fake Racers podcast for this week. Here. Oh, my other Road to Pro, if I can give a second one. So like you did 2 RFK getting 2 top 5s. That was pretty cool. With how abysmal their start to the year has been. It felt, or at least felt like, kind of snatched back some of that momentum they had last year.
How about it?
So, also Chevy only had one top car in the top 10 this week, I think, right? Is that correct?
Chevy's on the way out,
Ross?
They need something new. Need that SHR.
Yep, they need Chase Briscoe and Noah Gragson.
I am just kidding, but I am...
And Josh Berry and Ryan Preece.
Okay, man.
That's rough, man. They're going to go so hard at Martinsville and then not going to see him again. They're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 at Martinsville. They're going to post about how they're real racers, and then you won't hear from them the rest of the season until you get to Martinsville again in the fall.
Yeah. Like, I'm not shitting you. I genuinely think SHR has, like, a real chance of being 1, 2, 3, 4 at Martinsville. And they have equally as good a chance all being outside the top 25 the next race.
Yeah.
Like, what an odd team.
They're racers, man.
I'm just gonna like that's like for any Marvel fans out there, that's like Secret Invasion for me at this point. At this point, it doesn't exist. It's not canon. SHR's off season didn't happen. I just refuse to acknowledge it.
Eric Almirola still drives the 10 car, damn it.
No, the driver switches, but like the driver switches happen, but all the social media posts, not canon. Didn't happen. Sorry.
They're real racers, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're rebranded.
Cool. Ryan Preece is cool. New logo's cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Was that like a social media post? That didn't happen. This
Guy
has been
that's
the Fakers
chronically on
podcast.
social media.
It's always the people that are chronically on social media that are making those jokes too.
Yeah, no, you're
This has been
right.
the Fakers podcast. My name's Joe Swansky. That's Davey Hazard. And Matthew Stillman has been somewhere.
Yeah. Get well soon, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably because he got hit by a truck.
Yeah. It was a rough hit.
It was. The video's gnarly. We gotta see if we can put the video on JTN.
I'm not gonna put the video on JTN.
I will. I'll ask him. Right. When we're done recording, I'll tag him and ask him.
Okay, you do that. You see what he says.
I will.
Let's just
Matt,
all right.
Matt, I'm cool with Matt. I think Matt's is
cool.
Like cool enough with me to like say no and not think I'm gonna hate him. Like if he says no, okay, I get it. It's your personal video of you eating shit. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I get it.
Okay.
But if he wants to post it, I'll post it.
Be pretty cool. But yeah, this is Fake Racers podcast for this week, guys. Again, can't thank you enough for watching, for listening. However you support us, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment, follow us on your podcast platform, leave us a 5-star review. It's always appreciated. And we will see you guys next week on the Fake Racers podcast.
See ya. Follow me on Twitch, D7H5 with an ER at the end.